Happy Monday. This is Abundant Lei back with another daily collective read. I hope you had a wonderful, fabulous, miraculous day today. If you'd like to book with me, you can do so at my abundant.lei118@gmail.com email or through my pin site, which is in my bio. Please remember to like, to comment, and to subscribe to my channel so that you can follow me and keep up with me and what's going on. All right, let's get our split deck energy. Boom. Sorry, I had to get them in my hands. Okay, today we have fertility and spiritual work. It's time to think about family life and children. Don't sacrifice family for career and spiritual work. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. This message has been coming in heavy for my collective. You guys are out here doing the work. You are doing God's work. You're doing the chosen work. You are helping heal people. If you have never thought about it before, I would advise that if you're someone who wants to have children or to work with children, that you look into spiritual practices that focus around children. Ooh, that card flipped out and it went back in. So this card came out wrong decision. So what I'm getting from that is if you're going down a path where you're doing something with childcare, you may have been doing, because it says reckless behavior can lead to bad consequences. Think before you act. So you're being asked to really think about the path you choose. If you're someone who wants to have children, I'm being given the information that where you're going, where you're being led to, make sure that you're doing it with the right people. Okay? That having a child is a very spiritual practice that's not honored the way it used to be honored. So it's about being more conscientious about who you lay with. Okay, so I'm pretty much getting like, be celibate if you can. If that's something that you believe in, I believe in it. Be celibate, and not be celibate for the sense of like just holding back, because it's not about restriction. It's actually about healing. It's about restoration, and it's about being able to open your mind. Once you're not thinking about it in that way and instead are able to look at it for the actual spiritual benefits that it ties to, that's going to make it worthwhile for you. That's what I'm getting, okay? I'm also seeing someone getting out of a car. It's a mom with her kids. So she's literally holding her baby. Like, she's like, you know how when you're busy, you got a bunch of stuff in your arms, and so you lock the child in your arm, right? That's what she's doing, just to get the child up the stairs so that she wouldn't have to wait. So I'm seeing something like that, where it's like like just trying to hurry up and do something. Don't do that. Take your time. Please take your time. That's what Spirit is saying. Please take your time. Think about it, because it is a spiritual practice. It is a spiritual art. I'm also thinking about, there's something one of my dear friends does. Her name is Goddess T. She does spiritual work with her inner child. So she has days, and I think it's actually today. So if you get a chance to check out her live, she plays with her inner child. So she'll have her baby dolls and she'll play with them. And as a child, that was something that I loved to do. Even up until like my early teens, I used to love to play with my dolls. And so many people would be like, you're too old for that. Like, you shouldn't do that anymore, things of that nature. And I'm hearing Spirit say, who told you that? Like, wrong decision, right? That was wrong. You need to stay in play, because play helps you be creative. And a lot of times dolls are used to express human emotion, human feelings through play. So you're being asked to tap back into that. This went longer than I anticipated. So if need be, I'll just do 2 videos today. But this has to come out. You need to play with your inner child. There's things that you subconsciously have not healed that need to be healed through spiritual work, which deals with you tapping into your spiritual self, your spiritual body at different stages of your life, starting with your childhood. This is also connected to, if you've been struggling with fertility, this is why you're struggling with fertility. It's because you need to tap into a part of you when you were a child that something happened when you were young that you closed off your womb. And this is for my ladies. And then for my men, something happened where it stunted your ability to perform the way you need to perform so that you can attract in positive, fertile energy. Okay. This also ties to your money. This also ties to you being able to plant strong seated roots, meaning like feeling safe and secure. So this could be you moved around a lot, so you never found a sense of stability in the home, and that has had an effect on you. I love when Spirit channels through me, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Spirit. So there's something tied to fertility and spiritual work, and there is a desire. Something happened that made you start feeling like you made the wrong decision, and you need to change that. So I'm going to show you what cards I got, because Spirit is telling me these cards are tied to this, and that the actual reading I'm going to end up doing differently. Okay, so we got gift, bright ideas, and exhausted. Okay, so you are very gifted is the first thing I heard with this. This could also be people gifting you things as well. It also might be that there was a gift that you received in your childhood. That gift is what stunted this. Okay, it did something to the way that you think, because with bright ideas here, I'm actually seeing it as like you had a lot of ideas, you were very creative, and then something happened and you got completely burnt out, and now you go through cycles where something comes in, a gift comes in, like a thought, a gift comes in, or something creative comes towards you. You get all these ideas and you burn out and nothing ever happens, right? And Spirit is saying it's because you're not saving anything for yourself. You're not saving energy for yourself. You're not saving those ideas for yourself. I could almost see it as like you get the idea and then you run and tell everybody what Spirit told you, and Spirit is like, that is not what I told you to do. That is not what you're supposed to do. And I think this was something that you started as a child, like almost like maybe you were neglected, you didn't get enough energy, and that lack of the lack of attention caused you to overperform. And Spirit is saying, I'm telling you now, there's no need for you to overperform. The healing has actually already occurred, so you've actually already been healed for this. You need to instead focus on honoring who you are now versus who you were then, because there's a piece of you that's still holding on to that childlike image, that childlike energy, that childlike version of yourself, but you are no longer a child. You are now the person that can protect that version of yourself, and Spirit is saying that you need to tap into that power. You need to understand you have the capacity to protect your gifts, and that's even intellectual gifts, and not be burnt out, okay? Because this card says feel financially drained, lacking viable options, recharge and regroup. So yeah, you're being told to really recharge that energy and reconnect to who you are now versus who you have been. You are not who you were anymore, and I think you've been kind of in a loop of that, and Spirit is saying it's time to come out of that loop. You are no longer a victim, you are a victor. You are able to overcome all the things that you felt have been obstacles for yourself, and you don't need to be fearful anymore. You don't need to stress and worry. And once you do this, this is going to, it's almost like I'm seeing like a key unlock a box. Like there's like a box. So if you have a box that was given to you in childhood, good morning, something about that box is either the box itself or something in the box. Now, again, you guys will know better than me, but this is definitely for someone particular. There is a box that has a lock on it. It's like a brown leather box. It kind of looks like one of those, like, is it Gucci or Coach? It's like a bag, but it's like a boxy bag thing. It's something similar to that. That's the image I'm seeing. It's like something square. It's not big. It's something tiny enough that it's inconspicuous. So it's something you would be unassuming, but something either in that box or the box itself, someone put something on that so that it would block you from being able to create the way you need to create. And it's time, Spirit is saying, it's time for you to to open that box and let that energy out, because it's like someone trapped something in the box. So when I'm saying it's the box itself, it's not the box is evil, it's like the energy in the box. Somebody put something in the box to trap something. Spirit is saying it's time to unlock it. So even if this is a mental box, unlock the box, free yourself, and let the energy flow, because you have a lot of creative energy that's coming.